In this video, we will explore a new and powerful feature of PVsystCLI, batch simulation. This functionality allows you to run multiple PVsyst simulations automatically from a single input file, saving time and reducing manual effort. By using the batch params file option, PVsystCLI can execute a series of simulations and compile their results into a single CSV file. It also enables the generation of customizable reports, giving you greater control over output content and language. This new capability provides a practical way to manage and analyze multiple simulation scenarios more efficiently. PVsystCLI enables batch mode execution of multiple simulations with varying parameters, in the same way as in PVsyst. In order to perform a batch simulation with PVsystCLI, you need to provide two additional parameters to the run simulation command: batch params file, or BPF, the full path to the batch parameters file edited in PVsyst and containing definition of simulations to be run for the project variant; batch RVT file, or BRF, the full path to the batch RVT file, which contains the list of variables to be included in the batch simulation results. First, let's create an initial batch parameter file in PVsyst. To do this, open the Advanced Simulation interface from your project's window and click on Batch Simulation. In the Simulation Parameters tab, select the input variables you want to vary across your different simulations. For example, you may wish to evaluate the impact of plane tilt or azimuth variations on the final energy yield. To do this, select these parameters in the Plane Orientation tab. If you want to generate a full report for each simulation, go to the Weather Data and Save Mode tab and check the Create PDF report option. Once all simulation parameters have been selected, click on Result Variables Specification to define the output variables you want to include in your results. This window allows you to select the specific variables you want to process during your simulations. You can include outputs such as output energy, system losses, or efficiency values. By carefully choosing the variables of interest, you can ensure that your simulation results focus on the key performance indicators relevant for your analysis. Save the selected output parameters in an RVT file. This file will be used later when running simulations from the command line, ensuring that specified result variables are included in the batch simulation outputs. Click OK to save your batch configuration. Then, open the generated CSV file to define the parameters for each simulation. Each row in the file represents a single simulation, and each column corresponds to one of the input variables you selected earlier. You can add as many rows as needed to include all of the scenarios you want to test. And specify the values for each variable in the corresponding cell. By filling out this file, you control how input parameters will vary across the batch simulation. Once you have finished configuring all of the simulations, close and save the CSV file. This file will then be used by the batch simulation command in PVsystCLI to run all the defined scenarios automatically. Note that this initial setup in PVsyst only needs to be done once. For future simulation in PVsystCLI of similar projects, you can simply reuse and update this file, which will save time and ensure consistency across your batch simulations. Now, let's run the batch simulation in PVsystCLI. To do this, open a new Windows command line window. For a detailed explanation on how to configure and launch PVsystCLI, please refer to our presentation of PVsystCLI video tutorial. To run a batch simulation, execute the standard run simulation command in PVsystCLI on the selected project, including the two parameters required for batch processing. Specify the path to the parameters and variable files you generated earlier using the batch params file BPF or the batch RVT file BRF options. If you have enabled the Create PDF report option in PVsyst, you can set the report language using the RL option. You can also generate an hourly output result file by using the OCF option. Press Enter to start the batch simulation. The simulations defined in the batch file will be executed sequentially. A batch results CSV file is generated, containing the results for each simulation. The result variables included in the CSV file are those defined in the RVT file specified as a command line parameter. A ready-made batch simulation example is available in the PVsystCLI online help. It provides detailed information about the format and content of the different configuration files, as well as a description of all available command options. In this video, we have seen how to use the batch simulation feature in PVsystCLI, This mode allows you to run multiple simulations automatically from a single configuration file, define custom input and output parameters, and optionally generate detailed reports for each case. By combining these tools, you can efficiently explore a wide range of scenarios and streamline your analysis process. For more information, detailed examples, and a full list of available command options, please refer to the PVsystCLI online help. Thank you for watching.